Thank you, sir.
Call this meeting to order. All aldermen are present. Alderman Messenger, she is on her way. She will be just a few minutes late. I think she got stuck in traffic. Let's see, is there a motion to accept the agenda?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second.
Got a motion by Alderman Pfeiffer, second by Alderman Stennis. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? Ayes have it. Object of the meeting will be any matters pertaining to, first, the Ocean Springs School District fiscal year 2025-2026 ad valorem request. Ocean Springs School District submitted their fiscal year ad valorem tax request, and that request was included in the resolution fixing the tax levy we adopted at the last meeting. It has already been approved, but we need to officially accept their document. So, if we
Make a motion that we accept the school's ad valorem docket.
Second.
got a motion by Alderman Hinton, second by Alderman Wade. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, ayes have it. We have adopt the City of Ocean Springs budget for fiscal year 2025-2026. Christine, you wanna?
Sure. So, about 10 days ago, I did the presentation on the budget itself, and we had a couple questions, and they're answered in your packet there. I think and I mentioned it a little bit this morning in the breakfast with the mayor. I think we're pretty good on describing the budget itself, but I wanted to maybe mention to you, for anyone that's not sure, just because, when you come onto a board and then all of a sudden, a couple months later, they're like, approve the budget. There's an element of risk, an element of uncertainty that you could have. You may not have it, but you could have it. And so I just want to kind of go over one more time the method that we went through, which was, from what I haven't heard that long either, but from what I've gathered from all of you is, right now, we're pretty consistent in Ocean Springs as far as going from September to October into November. We do have the festivals. We have the same type of things that we're doing this year as we're proposing next year. Not that in the future you might have some bigger things that you want to get at to, you just hadn't had enough time to get through the goal setting and that kind of thing. So if you remember, we used this year, current year, fiscal year 2025, as a baseline, and then met with each of these department heads to see what type of things that they're going to need, what kind of things that they don't need, and book those in the budget, and then use that as our fiscal year 2026 budget. So part of your risk is just knowing what we use as the baseline and where we were going with it. And you have experts that have been sitting here for a minute who are very savvy in what they do to provide those inputs. It was definitely not the budget office itself. It was the subject matter experts. The second thing, just to put in the back of your mind, is since you've come on the board this time, we weren't allowed to do budget amendments. We were allowed to do one budget amendment. That's by law. But going into next year, because you'll be sitting there, as you go through the year and you goal set and come up with ideas and things, maybe something came in a little more expensive than we thought, or something come in, maybe we save some money and we want to repurpose that. We're allowed to do budget amendments. We're allowed to adjust. We're allowed to get some data together and take a look at our payroll, take a look at our overtime, take a look at our utilities and things that we buy, and adjust as we go. And I'll be transparent with you and give you some data to work with. So I give you that.
Okay, anybody on the board have any questions for Christine?
Mayor, I'll make a motion, we adopt the City of Ocean Springs budget for fiscal year 25-26 as presented by the city clerk.
I'll second.
Okay, got a motion by Alderman Blackman, second by Alderman Pfeiffer. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, budget passed. Thank you very much. Now we have authorized execution of funding award from Mississippi Office of Highway Safety, Police Traffic Services, fiscal year 2026. Chief Dye?
Sir, so, I'll come up to the podium, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. So, we was awarded this grant, we just finished using it up for fiscal year 2025. Unfortunately, we were given $20,000 last year, for 2025 for this grant. Ms. Carolyn put in for $23,000 this year to increase it, because we did go through it. Unfortunately, we were only given $10,000, but this is a grant that we use. The guys come in and work overtime, traffic enforcement, so they can come out and do any type of traffic enforcement, set up safety checkpoints, work DUI, something like that. So that's what this grant, like I said, we've pretty much, we have a very little bit of money left to cover one more saturation with it for 2025, but like I said, this is for the renewal of 2026.
Thank you very much, Chief.
Just got a question.
You got any questions?
Yeah, so the original ask was 23, you said 20 was received last year, or this current year?
So last year, that was the first year we participated in this grant, we were awarded $20,000. So as we went through the year, it was getting used up pretty well, so we put in for $23,000 and tried to increase. And unfortunately,
They just came back with
and didn't
10.
give any, yes ma'am, they
So-
didn't give any factors.
What would be a contingency plan, or would that mean less, traffic stops and roadblocks? What is the plan for the shortfall of what you had expected and what you're receiving?
So usually with grants, we don't dictate our activities based off of grants for this reason, because you never know what you're gonna get. It's not gonna, of course, it will cut back in some saturations with guys coming out working overtime, of course. But with that being said, it's not gonna decrease anything to a point to where I would be alarmed. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed we only got
Right.
10,000, but thankful also that we did get the grant, so.
Is there a consideration to look for other funding sources maybe, instead of not being able to operate the full 23,000 that you would hope for? Is there an opportunity for other grants that we could seek?
I do believe we do go after as many as possible. Carolyn,
Not here.
not here. Carolyn would be the one to answer that question.
I just don't want to
She does put in
diminish
for several.
services.
And it won't, like I said, with this, the good, because we've had DUI grants in the past, and with most federal grants, the stipulations have gotten so stringent and criteria has to be
Right.
met. And even with this grant we have, so what was great, or what is great about this grant, it's a broad spectrum grant that we can work all traffic related incidents on that. So like I said, a little disappointed it came in short, but still thankful we did get it. We could have got denied totally, so. But like I said, it's not gonna cause any shortfalls in our enforcement or anything like that I have any concerns about.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Is there a motion to authorize the mayor to execute the local governmental resolution agreement and authorization to proceed with grant funding for overtime police traffic services?
So moved.
Got a motion by Alderman Pfeiffer, second by Alderman Stennett. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. We'll get at least part of the grant. All right, so we have executive session for litigation updates. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Alderman Wade, second by Alderman Hinton. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are in closed session.
Yeah, it says it's in custody.
Okay, everybody. Hey, give me that. Okay, sorry. Okay, we have a motion to stay in executive session to talk about litigation, specifically the Butler Homes plat petition to amend, an open meeting complaint against the Board of Aldermen cause M-25-01010, and litigation with Rosenberg. Motion by Blackman, second by Hinton, and unanimously approved.